I'm going to do a quick demonstration here on using Adobe Premiere to make a quick video game video for YouTube. So I'm going to start with your new project. We're going to call this YouTube gaming video, and just kind of show how easy it is to use Adobe Premiere to do some relatively simple, cool things. And now I'm just going to go ahead and create it and start it here. Okay, so here's our new project. It's a blank project. First thing we need to do is import media. So in the bottom left panel here, I'm going to double click and it should bring up a window for me to load up media. So here's some of my ready to upload videos. I'm going to go to where I just have the raw videos, and here's the Battlefield video I recorded with Ozzy a couple days ago. Actually, I don't need just that. I also use an opening image and I use an end cap video clip. So I'm going to actually show them both, and we're going to use some basic transitions to go between them. So I'm going to double click down here again, and I have my end clip, and I have what I use as my opening clip, which is just an image. So I'm going to start by dropping my video in here, just dragging it into the timeline here. What it's going to do is it's going to set my resolution and whatnot. I'm going to go ahead and pull it off just a little bit, make sure it looks the way I want it to look, give it a quick run through. You see my ugly mug up top, see me flying, and I was being crazy there, and we'll look at that in just a second. First, I want to just add my intro image, my starter image. So I'm going to go here, just drop it here in the beginning. Now it's very small, so I'm going to go ahead and hold Alt and mouse wheel to zoom up, get close, a fast way to zoom, and I'm just leave that image up for 2 seconds. I'm going to bring the cursor here, and it's a square image, so I'm going to actually stretch it so it covers the whole 1080 screen. And then I'm going to grab my Battlefield clip and link it to the end there. So now this will play for 2 seconds and it'll go into the video. But I want it to be smoother than that, so I'm going to go to Effects here, Video Transitions. I like a dissolve, and I like to use a regular film dissolve, so I'm just going to drag that over to the clip here. And what will happen now is it'll fade in a film dissolve into my video. I'm going to expand my audio here. I record audio in 2 tracks. The top one is game audio, and the bottom one is my voice. My voice tends to come out much lower, so I'll make my voice considerably louder, and I'll make game audio go down a couple decibels quite a bit. Now, I just know how my videos come out, so I'll wing it here, but normally I would sit there and I would play with it and make sure I get it sounding right. Let's test it out. And I'll make those guys a little louder. So I'll give it a little test. Obviously, if I'm doing a real video, I'll run through and make sure the whole thing and cut out any bad parts. So I'll just go here. If I want to cut something out for whatever reason, I press hotkey C. It'll bring it to here. I can grab the spot I want to cut out, and then press V to go back to clicker, which is also clicking. The V is the pointer tool up here, and C is the cut tool right here. And I can grab this clip and this piece, and I can move it. I can delete it. I can do whatever I want. You know what? Let's do this. I don't think it's a very good spot, but let's zoom out here. Let's push this back. Oh, there we go. Push that back, and let's just delete it. So imagine I didn't want that part. I can just delete it and then clip it, and I can either transition if I want to, or it'll just cut. Oh, I forgot how long this video is. And I can let it play, and it'll just cut that whole part out. Or if I wanted to, I can do my transition. We can do one of these dissolves. Let's say a morph cut right in there, and then give it a shot here. My mouse is really dying. It was analyzing. I don't know if you saw it. Oh, it was trying to morph it from one clip to the next. Let's do zip to. Let's do just a different one that's a little more obvious, like a cross dissolve. Sure. across one image to the next. Now I'm going to go to the end here, assuming I'm done with whatever clips I want to do in my video. I have my end clip. Drop this on the back here. I know I like this negative about 12, and I'll do another dissolve here so that at the end of my video it'll just dissolve out into my end clip. Oh, which I forgot to resize. All I'm doing is double clicking and dragging out here, and I'll test it and make sure it looks good. And that's the end of the clip. Say something cool happened and I want to add some kind of text on screen. I can press Command T, which brings up your titles, and let's just call it clip 1 just for namesake, but you'll actually want to call it whatever you want. You'll grab whatever font you're looking for. You'll click in here. It gets my snipes on. There's tons of effect options over here. You can change the colors, you can change the font size here just by changing some numbers. I'm going to do that. I'm going to put this here, and then I'll just close it. So now you'll see another item in your project. See clip 1, we just created that. I'm going to drag it here. I can actually drag it to last as long as I want it to, and then you'll see when I get to that part in the video, it's just going to pop up the text. Now, what if I want it to look a little cleaner? You can also add transitions to the text. So I'm going to dissolve this in and out. So if you watch, it'll fade in and fade out. And that's it. When you're done, you make sure you save. Command S, go to File, Export. Oh, I have this thing selected. File, Export Media. I record in 1080p, so I leave it on 1080p. I click Match Source. High bitrate means high sound. I tend, because it's YouTube, go to Medium, save myself some disk space, and then I queue it up. That is how you do a very easy video using Adobe Premiere. Thanks.